Okay, so we're coming close. So how far? We don't have to go to $77,000. What I mentioned in the video is I am bullish until we are above this range, 76,389. Right. So until we are here, I am still bullish. We can go all the way back down, okay? But that will tell us, this channel, how it is formed. This bottom of Bitcoin will tell us. If it goes a little lower, we're going to change our direction of our channel like this, okay? If it goes lower, wherever it stops, that's where the channel will be formed, okay? Does it stop at 79 or it goes all the way to 76, okay? I don't think, it goes that far, but everything's a possibility. As I said, I am bullish until 76,389. If we go below that, then it doesn't have to go. That's the lowest point. I'm willing to still confirm that it's a bull market, okay? Like everyone's saying it is a bear market. I disagree with that term. We are in a long-term consolidation. I mentioned on my videos long time ago, the moment Bitcoin hits $100,000, the moment right here, I've been saying that since Bitcoin was at $35,000, that Bitcoin is going to go to $100,000, right here. If you look at my Twitter or old videos, we have predicted Bitcoin to the T. Every move we have predicted. This five wave pattern, we predicted this long time ago, okay? And we mentioned that we are going to go to $100,000 and Bitcoin is going to slow down at $100,000. And that's what is happening right now. Bitcoin is going to consolidate in this channel for about the same time. Say, how much time did we... Okay, it took us 764 days to reach the top right here. Okay, so 764 puts us right here. Okay, so mark another 764 days. I would say, let's be conservative and say 750. It could be longer or less. So just say 750. 750 would put us end of December, 744. This was 769. So 744 puts us somewhere in December, Jan. So I think Bitcoin is going to stay in this channel until then. Here, the channel depends where we bottom. Again, we will get out of the channel several times before we reach there. We could go out of this channel, but, this channel marks the top. It does not mean that we will not be able to get out of the channel, okay? Here we can get out. At the bottom, we could get out, have a wick that goes and touches 77, like here, like that. When the top comes, whenever the top comes, say 140, 150 is the top, the wick could go to 160, okay? So whenever that happens, let's see. This is the daily. We have to stay on this trend line right there. And it ends around 145, 150. Sometimes it, reaches, every time we reach this trend line, I think we are going to come back down, I feel. So we have to see if we even if we go above this, say for example, for a short term, how Bitcoin plays in this area until December of 2026, how it plays out, it could play out like this. It could go above, cut this trend line, sit on this trend line and do this, and then reach its target. Or it could do this. It could do this. Drag slow, come back down one more time, and then go up to this level. Okay, how it plays out, I don't know. But the ultimate target, the goal of this video is, this is not a bear market until we break 76,500. Okay? Until we break this, I am bullish. Bitcoin, I feel, will consolidate, and prove everybody wrong until the end of the year or Q1 of 2027. How long it stays up there, because I feel there is a lot of liquidity that people have to get rid of. Will it go straight down like that? It can happen. Yes, to these levels, it can happen. Or it could drag. If they really want to keep people confused, it could, go like that for sideways the whole 27, and then starts to dump around 2028, 2029, like that. I would say 2028. Okay. I don't know what happens after 2026 December. How long it's going to stay, but the time to get cautious is when Bitcoin reaches these levels. Does that mean that altcoin will go up all the way until December? No, some altcoins may top in April, May. Some will top, say December. Some will top in Q1 of 2027. Every altcoin will top at a different level. You have to see individual charts of your altcoin and then make your own decision. But that's what I think. There's nothing to be panicked about what is happening right now. Everyone's talking about gold, silver, like, oh man, what kind of run? Crypto is not doing well. Don't diss on gold and silver. What they have gone through, nobody has gone through. Crypto, you cannot even imagine what people holding gold and silver have gone through. Look at gold right here. How many years? How many years a person had to wait who bought here? Right? Like somebody in 1980 bought for $800 gold, had to wait until 2001. 1980 to 2001. Okay? That is crazy. How many years? Look at this. 7,700 days. This is a bad bear market, right? That the price of gold kept on going lower and lower and lower. Every time there's some sort of hope, you go down. Every time there's some sort of hope, you go down, But we live in the age of technology, and I feel, cut this thing into a monthly chart, and we have your crypto. That's our crypto. Majority of altcoins, if you look, they have the same pattern. You have pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps, and pumps and dumps. And finally, where you lose all your hope, right here. Final pump and final dump, right? And you lose all your hope. You be like, just like imagine gold holders. They probably got out. Everyone got so tired. They were like, I'm holding this rock that is not doing anything for past 20 years. I'm going to let it go. And look what happens. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Let's change The view. How's everyone, man? How are my buddies? How are my brothers from another mother? Crazy shakeout. Crazy. Let's look at a little bit of my video further. How's everyone, by the way? Kevin, hi Shreya. I always look forward watching your videos. You are the best, man. Thank you, brother. Kesh, BTC will go to 0. I try to recommend others to watch your videos. Thank you, brother. Also, thank you for being consistent on uploading your videos. Sure. BTC dominance is dropping. Yes. Hey, Roger. How are you, brother? Hello, Shrey, my friend. Hope you are doing good. I'm hanging on, hoping soon we will. We will be rich. Yes, Roger. Let me show you what we talked about Bitcoin dominance in the video. Just see the amount of days that we spend here. Like that. So even if something like that happens here, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised something like this happens. Can't shake me. This is Shrey TV, baby. Can't shake me or break me. Okay? So if something like this happens, I don't want you to be worried if it goes to the $77,000 level. Okay? If it does happen, I don't think, it has to make a decision next 3 or 4 days or by end of January. Right? We can't keep on going sideways or in this chop any longer. We have to make a decision right away. Okay, so this decision will be quick. On the other hand, let's look at this chart inverted. How does it look? Okay. Inverted chart of Bitcoin. There's another small possibility. The pattern is forming. If it goes above this, then it's going to 77.5. Okay, let's see the Bitcoin dominance. So I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance as well, right? Look at Bitcoin dominance. This is a new stream. My other stream had an issue. That's why I had to log out of it. But, a lot of people messaged me on Twitter. She was like, hey, Shrey, what is happening with the Bitcoin dominance? You said it'll not go above 59.75. The wick went up, to almost 60%. Yeah, it's just a wick. The daily close has been below 59.7576. And I feel it'll stay there. That's another indicator of the bull market. I think sooner or later, it'll start breaking down. Like that, and it comes down to this level. I think the second week of February, we should be sitting at 57.83. That is a significant pullback in the Bitcoin dominance. So that means the altcoins are going to do well or stay where they are. Even if Bitcoin crashes, the altcoins are not going to get affected by the crash of Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin. Okay, so the altcoins haven't been affected that much. Okay, look at the Bitcoin dominance. As I mentioned in the video, Bitcoin dominance have started to drop. We are in this arc. It tried so many times to get above this level, getting rejected. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance is going to drop. If you notice, see all the altcoins that we hold. I also mentioned another crypto, that this crypto, if it drops below this level, NCT Polyswarm, that's going to indicate, look at this, I've mentioned this, 0.008. I would get worried about other things. And if altcoin starts to drop when Bitcoin crashes, then it'll be worrisome, right? But look look at this. Like Bitcoin dropped and altcoin just dropped a little bit, like 4 or 5%. That's it. 4%. Look at DIA. DIA dropped just a little bit, 6-7%. So not a significant drop from where we are. Okay. So I'm not worried. If you look at Swift coin, NCT, not huge dumps, pretty stable. We've been seeing up and down for a long time, so nothing crazy. Even when Bitcoin dropped, a huge candle. Look at this candle. This is a huge candle down. Even after this big red candle, all the altcoins stayed pretty stable. Look at this. This is a 8% drop in Bitcoin. What happens to altcoins every time when Bitcoin drops 5% or 6%? They get destroyed. Altcoins get destroyed. Just because Bitcoin dominance, as we mentioned in the video, Bitcoin dominance have been dropping, and it's going to keep dropping lower and lower. At some point, altcoin will start pumping. Right now, they are not dumping. That is a very good sign. They're holding strong. That means buyers are there. Let's start some music. Papito Shrey, I've been interested in the crypto called Nomina. Could you please take a look at it? Nomina used to be my Omni network. Okay. Hi Shrey, if you have to buy a new altcoin now before the pump, considering the rock bottom rates, what would it be? Bro, I like Swift coin. I like, in blue chips, I like Bitcoin Cash. And yeah, if you high risk altcoins, super high risk, because it's only listed on Coinbase. If they delist, this will go to zero. So that is a Polyswarm. That happened twice, where a crypto gets delisted and it just goes to zero. Okay, so high risk, okay? But this looks good to me. This looks very appealing to me. Maybe like, this looks like a Head and Shoulders, Shrey. What is appealing to you? Right, this like shoulder, head, shoulder, and boom, and people expect it to go like this, but I feel we are going to hold the line. We are going to hold the line, and I feel this will form a channel like this. We will hold this line and try to kiss this channel at some point. Dollar? Can we go to dollar? Yeah, everything is possible. I feel right there. If 618 is right here, then 786 goes to 40 cents, and it's a $1.28. But I try to stay conservative, and I would say let's pull this thing down to the weekly closing. Let's just say 618 is here. Then I would say we go to between 60 to 70 cents. This is where I would take profits. Doesn't matter after that, it still keeps on going up, but that's where I think it's going. Again, nothing on the channel is a financial advice, just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and my crypto bros. And I feel when this starts moving, when Polyswarm starts moving, it's gonna flabbergast people, you know. It's gonna be like this, and then we'll keep on moving up. Keep on moving up like that. It's gonna be whenever that happens. I don't know when, you know, when it'll start the move. Once we cross this level right here, once we cross this level, it's gonna get so aggressive. It's gonna move really fast once we cross this level. Okay, that is between 0.01 to 0.03. If we get a weekly close, okay, there is still 2 or 3 big pullbacks left. Once we go up to these levels, expect a big shakeout, and then you go up and expect another big shakeout before the price goes up. There are many cryptos, you know, but yeah, I like this chart, and the channel is forming because I have made the videos about this a long time ago that we will come back down. I didn't, you know, we went down lower than I expected. I thought we would stop here. This would be the stop for it, and we went even lower, almost 30% lower than my expectation. But I'm bullish until we are above these levels, okay? These levels here. What's your view for crypto for next 3 to 5 years? Bro, already coming out of the bear market now, you know. Everybody has PTSD for crypto, and including me. People, you know, no joy is left in crypto. People are so tired. You know, even when you will make money, I feel I wouldn't get that happy. I feel I'd be like, okay, big deal. Was it worth the amount of stress that it gave us? People at that point, if somebody's into crypto, then, you know, people at that point where they have given hope and they don't even care about crypto anymore. I have so many friends who call me. She was like, man, you know, this is depressing, man. I don't want to talk about crypto, right? Into the cryptoverse, do you believe me yet that Altseason's not happening? Is it Ben in the house? Ben, Altseason will happen, man. Altseason will happen. I don't know why you're so bearish. I don't know why you're so bearish. You know, you're showing me the USDT chart. The pattern that you mentioned about USDT right here. I feel you call this an unfortunate pattern, Ben. And I feel this is a fortunate pattern. The time that I would get bearish is when, if and when we go above this level, okay? Until this level, you cannot shake me from my beloved altcoin. Until, you know, we could go up to this level, right? Come and kiss this level, and then go down from there, okay? So this is the USDT dominance, the one that you said that looks like what, palladium, right? Let me show you what it looks like to me. If you look at the Bitcoin, you also mentioned that this looks like the Bitcoin dominance chart, Bitcoin dominance chart at the bottom, right? You mentioned this, that it looks similar to this, right? Where you had these 2 or 3 pumps like that up and down, form an M pattern, went up and came down, and then it started to go up. But this happened at the bottom. This pattern was formed at the bottom. You're forgetting, I feel we are here. We are not at the bottom. We are somewhere here, right there. If you look closely, I feel we are here. USDT is right here. And if you compare this with the USDT, look at this. I feel, because look at this. We're still at the top, and this has to come back down. And in an aggressive manner, this has to come back down like that. This doesn't look like a bottom to me. This looks like more like a top and a retest of this level. It's retesting this level and then comes back down. But hey, but if you wait, LOL, until then, bear market might be almost over. Well, bro, I don't know if you check these altcoins. They are down 99.99%. For example, I'm just giving you a rough idea where altcoins are. I know you are big into Bitcoin, but probably you don't check, all the altcoins. I'm a degen, so I do. Let's say, for example, GST. This crypto, look at where this thing is. It's gonna die. This thing's gonna die. Or it's gonna pump. Okay, there's no way around it. Look at this. Just look at this. 99.98% down. Okay. Looks like a joke, right? So I have traded this at certain levels, right? Made some money. But look at the Swift coin. Look at the Swift coin. It's an uptrend. Where do you think this looks bearish? Look at the amount of consolidation this Swift coin had. The number of days is crazy. Look at this. Almost 2,000 days of consolidation, and we are in an upwards trajectory. Higher lows. This looks bullish to me. I don't know what looks bearish to you here. We are holding this, and I feel we go up from here. How long we are going to go sideways, I don't know. I will turn bearish if this thing goes lower than at the level where we are. But if it goes sideways, it doesn't bother me. But at some point, this thing's going to pump, and it's going to pump hard. And people who are not into altcoins right now can get destroyed, Like a lot of people say, hey, wait until we get confirmation to the 50 moving average. When Bitcoin hits 50 moving average, this coin could go to this level at 300%. The whole difference between buying the bottom and buying a coin when Bitcoin hits 50 moving average and this coin is at 0.01% is a huge, huge thing, man. So I see where you're coming from, but 2,000 days of consolidation before it goes to zero. By the way, into the cryptoverse Ben Cohen. We have met at the Bitcoin conference, Ben. He was gracious to invite me to his party. I really respect the hustle, man. On December 23rd, you tweeted at me. Yes, I did. Altcoin will pump. Stop scaring people, Ben. I expected Bitcoin dominance to drop 53% to 52% in the next 40 to 45 days. There's a small chance BTC dominance hits 70%. Yes, I did. Yes, this week is crucial. We will know it soon. I will explain more on live stream. Yes, exactly. Bitcoin dominance, it took a while, a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting it to drop a little bit earlier, but the drag that I feel, which was here, was little longer, I feel. Was little longer. And I feel the Bitcoin dominance would drop to these levels. Next level for me to watch out, where I expect some sort of bounce in Bitcoin dominance is at 50%. So right here at 0.5. Until then, I'm bullish on altcoin. We're sitting on 786 right now. So as soon as we drop, the next level is here, 0.54 and 5 right here. So right now I'm bullish, man. I am bullish. It's a very critical level. We've been sitting on this level for a long time. The moment we go down, I think it's going to get aggressively going down. Some sort of arc, I feel, will have some sort of arc like that. I also mentioned where it was going to stop, the Bitcoin dominance right here. So if you notice, we have come below this trend line. We've come below this trend line, try to go across this trend line and getting rejected. So many times we have tried this and got rejected, but I want a strong rejection where this thing comes down all the way down here to 57.68 right there. I want a weekly candle dropping like that. That'll be fun. But we might have to wait. We might have to wait a little bit longer for that. Could be next week or March. But this is a critical level. I remember you came to my party. Yes, man. Yes, I did. You know, I'm trying to get some clout, because I have been making videos for such a long time, bro, and I have been right on Bitcoin to the T. If you go back and look at my videos, I'll share it with you on YouTube. We have made videos where Bitcoin was at $35,000, $25,000. Yeah, I've been right on Bitcoin, very wrong on the timeline for altcoins. It's on my live streams. I go do live streams more than I do videos. think it was this one of these live streams right here. Yeah, so let's see where Bitcoin was. But I think instead of, because Augur has passed the level that I was looking for, you know, if something like this happened, let me reduce the sound. To do something like this, go up to this level and then make another low, right? So it has passed. Was it this level. Video? I actually bought Augur. Hold on. Anyways, you know my channel now, so I will go over it. Even on my Twitter, if you go on my Twitter, it even mentions October. Just like you, I've mentioned October as the top. And this was way long time ago. Right here. Look at this. 113 to 220 when Bitcoin was $16,000. There was another post I made about the total crypto market cap. Right here. Look. This was again Bitcoin at 16,785. If you see the top that I've mentioned in here, if you look closer, Monday, 13th October 2025. That's the date for the top right there. This post was made on December 19, 2022. Aventus Network, AVT. Okay. So the most important thing for me that I'm looking right now is the Bitcoin dominance and the USDT. I'm looking at all the things that you're looking at, Ben, but with a different eye. For me, the most important thing right now is Bitcoin staying in this channel. Until Bitcoin stays in this channel, I am bullish. The moment we drop below 76, 76.5, this is when, I would agree that it's a bear market. But until we stay in this channel, we are good, I feel. And we are going to respect this channel and go up. After this, if we start dropping from here onwards, then I would say we are going to between 25 to $30,000. If at all, that's the scenario that we stop going up and we go down from here, then this is the area where I feel Bitcoin's going to drop. It's not like if this is a bear market, like everyone's saying, then we would come to this level, not $50,000 or $60,000. $50,000 to $60,000 level for me is for Bitcoin to reach 150 first. Once Bitcoin reaches 150, this is when I see a drop, and could drop to between 75. I would start buying between 75 to 50. The wick could go to $50,000 for Bitcoin. But as of now, I don't think that happens until we are above 76.5. But if we go below it, then I think we would go all the way down to these levels, between $30,000 to 24. That's my bearish scenario that I don't feel plays out as of now. Just because if this was the top, then I would say that it would have played out. Just because we are going sideways. I mentioned the more I looked at Bitcoin, I was thinking this was the top and we would go down to $30,000. But just because we went sideways, like I assumed that that's what it's going to do, sideways action, I have it on video proof that once Bitcoin hits $100,000, it's going to go sideways for a long time. And I feel it's the same amount of days, 769 days. So a little bit less than that, 744 days. That puts us somewhere in December, Jan of 2026 that I feel Bitcoin will keep on going up. Because the sentiment is really bearish. AVT. Okay, let's look at some altcoins. Let's see if anything at all is pumping right now. Thanks for coming on my stream though, bro. I really appreciate it. That's very civil of you. People, diss each other. I think this is where they get the traction, in social media, when people fight with each other, like Logan Paul and other people, they, create this bad environment between them, even if they know each other, just to create hype. I don't believe in doing that. I just have a different perspective. But just because you have a, good size audience, it helps me out when I mention, when a different perspective. I don't intend to take a dig at you in any way. You must have worked really hard for what you have done. And you've been right so many times. But this time I think it'll go my way. Okay. What else you want to discuss? Nomina. Let's look first what is pumping. Cent. Remember we did definitive. I want to look at definitive where it is. Let's just see where definitive is. Definitive. Okay. Yeah, see this? It keeps on getting rejected on this. I did a scribble here. I am bearish until we reach this level. I think it is possible that we reach 10-cent level one more time. Even if we go to this level, it can come all the way back down to this 10-cent level before it starts going up. We don't have that much history, but just looking at this, that's what I'm expecting. Okay. I like charts with a little more history, but just because it's pumping right now, yeah, I wouldn't get excited even if it comes to these levels, because it would possibly drop back down to this level before a new cycle starts. So I will look at the coin that you are mentioning, bro. What is that new coin that you intend to buy? What was it called? Nomina. Man, it has a nice bump. Again, not much history to it, so it gets me a little concerned.
Went up downtown. Went up downtown.
Almost 200% pump. Let me know if the music is too loud. I will lower it. So I don't trust this pump, man. We can come all the way back down. And it's a pretty new coin. Could be just grabbing liquidity. How much low it went? 90%. So I've seen cryptos that are down 90% go another down 99%. It can go another 99% down. So I don't know, man. I would like to have some sort of history. Yeah, I'll be worried, you know. It's just gambling right now as of now. Coins without any history. You know, I like older coins. I would invest in Dash. I would invest you know, Monero. I would go BCH, Litecoin, because it has good history. Let's look at Litecoin. What is happening with Litecoin? Just look at the consolidation, man. I would think, you know, I would rather take my bets to Litecoin than any other crypto. See this? At least 300% pump. What happens after that? We could get rejected at this point and come back down. You know, come back to retest, say bye to this level. But I feel whenever we start pumping, whenever Litecoin starts pumping, it's going to be aggressive before we crash back down to these levels. Because if you see, every time Litecoin has made a move, it's been very aggressive. You don't have any time to get into it. Look at this. How many days? 42 days. That's the alt season. Here, how many days? 200 days alt season. That's it. Here it was from the bottom, it started pumping. 260 days alt season. I can hear you. 217 days alt season. So let's put 200 days from here. That puts us in August. Let's just, you know, let's just say 300 days. Okay, that puts us in December. So it'll be whenever this happens, it'll be 200 to 250 days, I feel. And it's going to be fast. And people will expect it should go higher, 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 possible. But as of now, this is like 300%. What I really like is Bitcoin Cash. Look at BCH. It's forming the same pattern what gold has formed. You know, look at this. Look at the years of consolidation. Getting out of it. Doing a retest. Every time we try to get out above this, gets rejected. After years of accumulation, we have reached this point. when the breakout happens, it'll be aggressive. I believe in the megaphone pattern. If you, it's forming a megaphone pattern.
I can hear your voice.
We are halfway. Some sort of correction between $4,000 to $6,000, $4,000 to $7,000, a big correction. But until then, I am bullish on this coin. We are sitting at $540 for Bitcoin Cash. Let's look at Bitcoin Cash against. Let me show you, compare the patterns that I was talking about with gold. Look at this. Gold. Gold did something similar. This is a monthly. Let's go on weekly. What happened to gold?
I can hear your
See this? Where did Bitcoin Cash go? Right there. On a weekly, just look at these two patterns. Look at this gold. Look at gold. Look at Bitcoin Cash. What do you see? I feel we are somewhere here. We are somewhere here or here. Okay? And look where gold went. Keeps on going up. Okay. I love Bitcoin Cash. Just because an altcoin is down 99.99 does not mean it can't drop another 99.99. Yes, I agree. Majority of them are scams, Ben. I agree. 95% of altcoins are scam. 95%. They are there to make, the founders are there to make their own money. But, you know, we just need one shot. I know, ideally, Bitcoin is the best investment. Best way to go. But, you know, we're degens. There are so many people, you know, who are into crypto to change their lives. You know, they have $1,000, $2,000. I wouldn't put $1,000, $2,000 in Bitcoin. I would rather play my meme coin if I have $2,000. It's okay if I lose $2,000. I'll make it again. But if that $2,000 turns into $100,000 by any chance, that's the logic behind crypto play. Where, you know, if a high net worth individuals, they are not the ones who are into altcoins. In altcoins, people are people who want to change their lives. They're trying their luck, right? That's where they take advantage of us. A lot of people play with meme coins majority of them go to zero. But you just get one shot. If you're lucky, it's on your hand. Then, boom, that $2,000 can. Again, you have to have luck on your side. But these are the peoples, in their hopes and dreams are with crypto. High net worth individuals, blue chips, or Bitcoin. Majority of my capital would be in blue chips if I, was super high. But, small chump change, altcoins, yeah, you never know. It can change your life. Bitcoin's not going to do a 50x. Ethereum's not going to do a 50x. But there's a possibility some dumb coin could do a 20x. Even a 20x is a really good return. Let's look at this chart. Let me show you, share another chart with you, Ben. It's the others chart. Others. I am bullish until others is in this. If you don't close below these levels on a weekly, if you don't close below this level, then I'm bullish. Right there. A wick could go lower, but that would not shake me. I think this is the perfect setup. The moment we get out of this arc, how long are we going to stay on this trend line? I can't say. When we could stay here longer until April and then start pumping. But I feel it's just perfectly set up. Look at this sideways. It's the coiling. It's like a spring. Look at the coiling. How can, I can't be bearish on this. This is just perfect. It's just a matter of time we start going up. There are many good projects as well. I don't want to diss all the projects. There are some amazing projects that are doing amazing work. I think blockchain is the future. But as of now, everything's a fugazi. Right? It's numbers game. But we are looking at technicals and the sentiment. The sentiment is very bearish right now. That's why I am bullish. And my charts say that I'm, we should be bullish, not bearish at this point. At some point, we go like this and hit the top of this channel. Hit the top of this channel. At some point. This is the other chart.
When it seems like you
Will I wait all the way to 1.62 trillion? No. I'll start, the moment we reach a trillion, probably I'll start taking profits.
Do you take it as a low? All I need is another chance to get back up and make amends.
Kevin, 2,000 days consolidation. Okay, liquidity will go to crypto when gold and silver reaches its top. You know why? Because the DXY is dropping so fast, people would rather invest in riskier assets like altcoin compared to having. Possible. What does it say? On December 23rd, you tweeted. Okay, yeah. Aventus Network. Nomina. Okay. Kevin. BTC 81K. Okay. No worries, man. We know it. I said until 77, we don't have to worry.
When you falling back to ground again.
Until 76.5, I am not worried. Let's look at what's happening with altcoins. Not moving. Look. This thing, nothing is happening to altcoins. Let's look at Swiftcoin. Holding it strong, bro. Look at this. What is happening to altcoins? Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Look at that. 59.10. Let's look on our daily. About time, man. About time. It's so tiring. The Bitcoin dominance. It has to drop aggressively. First to this level, have some sort of right there. Pause there for a little bit before we resume going down. I'm so happy, Ben, that you are here, man. I won't be able to attend the conference, the Bitcoin conference this time. I'm going to China. I'm going to China in April. And I'll be going away for a long time, almost a month. I'll be back in May, 5th May.
And I don't wanna wait for this. Just wanna go. Just wanna go away from it. Is the beat one just play? I'm not a liar in the game.
Yeah, we can't keep on. Bitcoin has to make a decision now. How long? We can't be going sideways any longer. Sideways action is done. Whatever level it has to reach, it has to do it today or tomorrow. And once we reach that level, yeah, everyone will say, "Oh, it's over. It's over," and then we pop back up. Okay, that's what I think happens. You don't know who's watching, man. You don't know who's watching. How long is this stream? I don't want to be too long. Don't they have to move gold profits to some more liquid? And isn't crypto the fastest liquidity? Bro, I don't know what they say. I'm just looking at these charts. Right, look at the other chart. I don't have to look at anything else. Just look at this. To me, this looks just perfect set up. It's just a moment of time, then we reach these levels. 1.2, 1.5, 1.6 trillion dollars. This is a perfect setup. You're not shaking me at this point. You know, not shaking me or breaking me. It's straight TV, baby.
Just
Just wanted to come today and stream. Hot Dog Alpha, never fear, I am here. Yeah, man. Okay, it's been an hour long stream. I just wanted to calm some nerves and let you know what is happening. Altcoins are staying strong. Next couple of days, this week is very critical. We will know what is happening. Okay? If Ben is right, me is right, whoever's right, I feel, look at this. Bitcoin dominance, 59.12. Bro. We will know this month. Okay? By February 8th, by second week of February, we should have a very, very clear picture what is happening with altcoins. By February 2nd week, we should know. We should have a clear picture. At that time, we will be able to say bear market or bull market. As of now, I am bullish. Okay? All this price action can't shake me. Okay, I'll take off. Nothing on the channel is a financial advice, just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and crypto bros and all my, you know what. Later, brother. Take care. See you, Ben. You know, Ben is Ben Cohen, by the way. Check out his channel. Great guy. Later.